Hey, Crimson here, and I just received some amazing news. It turns out that on the Twitter page of Saints Row, they have changed their banner to that saying rebooting, and they also changed the avatar for their page to that of a fleur-de-lis, and it is reminiscent of the style and feel of Saints Row 1. I cannot properly express just how happy I am that we might be returning to the roots of the series and just starting over with a clean slate. I would say that I'm still cautiously optimistic because I was disappointed with Saints Row the Third and then severely disappointed with the games thereafter. So if we could return to the origins of the series, I would be ecstatic. I really, really hope they do a great job. I wish them the best. I'm still going to be slightly paranoid just because I've been burned in the past, especially with games like Cyberpunk 2077 that recently came out that definitely sort of gave me the wrong idea. But we'll just have to wait and see and just hope that Volition listened to the fans, listened to the community, and they did the best that they could to bring us something that everyone could enjoy. I just want to properly express for a moment why it's so important that we're getting a reboot and we're not getting a remaster or a remake. I think that if they were to try to remake the series with completely new HD models and cinematics and try to capture the essence of Saints Row 1, that it would probably have failed. I mean, it would have still been an amazing game. They would have still been great. I think they would have gotten lots of sales, but I think they would have failed to capture the essence of Saints Row 1. It was a different time back then, and it was the beginning of the series. And to be honest, if they really, really tried, they might even be able to surpass Saints Row 1. And Saints Row 1 was my personal favorite game in the series. I love Saints Row 2. I think it was also an amazing game. I love it just as much as Saints Row 1. It's just that I enjoyed the theme and the setting of Saints Row 1 a lot more. I enjoyed being just some average dude who gets stuck in the middle of all this gangster mayhem and just tries to make his way in the world. I like that a lot better than being a badass that's basically a Johnny Gat clone who just goes on murder sprees nonstop, like in Saints Row 2. So that's just one of the reasons for why I'm kind of happy that it's not a remake. I still believe that they would have done a great job, but, I feel as if they could do better, and we also have a whole bunch of new characters, and they could just repurpose those characters into a Saints Row 1 setting. Imagine coming across Shaundi or Pierce and, recruiting them in Saints Row 1 rather than Saints Row 2. I think that would be an amazing idea. And then as far as it being a remaster, I would not appreciate it being I mean, I would like it being a remaster. I'd probably like it even more than them making a remake of the series, because then I could play Saints Row 1 on my computer, which is something that I've always wanted to do. So it would have been a viable option, but I think that going for the reboot was the absolute best decision out of anything they could have done, because now they can not only return to the origins of the series, but they could tie everything together better than how it was in Saints Row 2. For goodness sakes, the story of Saints Row 2 wasn't even supposed to happen in the way that it did. Julius was never supposed to have betrayed you in the first game. So, they didn't really know where the direction of the franchise was going back then. But now we have a better idea of the characters that we have and the type of world that exists. So hopefully they can kind of mesh all of that together and give us something that everyone can enjoy. I wish the best for Volition. I wish the best for the game. I cannot wait to see what they have in store next. But I am still going to be a little bit paranoid, and I'm going to approach the game cautiously. I recommend everyone else does the same. I wouldn't recommend getting as hyped up as the community did with Cyberpunk 2077. Just, take some time, wait and see what happens, and hopefully they deliver.